What's up YouTube, KidMoto22 here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the 2022 models and some leaked photos that I've got that'll show you Harley is maybe going in a different direction and they might be coming out with a new model. So let's get to it. Welcome back everybody. KidMoto22 here, and I really wanted to talk to you guys today about some leaked photos that I found for a couple of new models that Harley has coming out. One of them may not be actually new, maybe a revival, maybe an old play on a newer bike. So let's get to what this sounds like and what this looks like for the motor company. So you may know that a couple of years ago, Harley partnered with Hero Motorcycle Company, and this partnership was really to strengthen their overseas market. So it looks like they have a new model coming out that's basically going to be, from my understanding, only used overseas, really in the markets of China and India, and that's called the 338R. And I'll throw a picture of that up over here. I've only got one photo. It looks like it's kind of going to be a combination of maybe a cafe racer and a street style bike or a naked bike. But yeah, this is called the 338R. It looks to be a 300cc motorcycle from what I understand. So it really plays into that small bike market that is really popular in China and India, these countries that have very large populations, limited landmass to work with, especially in India, and the smaller cc motorcycles are really what you're going to find in those markets. So that's the first one that we have. We're not really going to see a motorcycle like that here in the United States. This is really a partnership again with Hero Motorcycle, aimed at that overseas market. So the second one is one that I'm super excited about, and that is the Lowrider S touring option. So I'll throw a picture of that up here, and what that looks like is a similar version of the FXRT, FXRP kind of fixed fairing with the clamshell bags that you would find on the Sport Glide, put on the Lowrider S chassis. So, which is, like the rest of their Softail models, it's all the same frame, just a little bit of different designs. But this is going to really feed into that Southern California market of riders that are really big into the FXR Dyna scene. This is just a kind of another version of that, or what some have dubbed a baby bagger. I think this is an absolutely fantastic idea. I think this bike would sell very, very well. If they do a limited run, they're going to sell out for sure. If they do a major run, I still think this bike is going to do very well. That style of motorcycle that gives you the option of having a smaller frame, something you can just really rip in the twisties if you want to, but it has that full fairing style motorcycle that you would find on the touring bikes, but on a smaller platform, so you could still take this thing across the country and get maximum wind protection. I personally would be very interested in this style of motorcycle, and this is really something that I would take a hard look at. I know that, I've said that the Road King Special is probably my favorite platform that Harley makes. This motorcycle would be a very close second. I don't know if many of you remember the Laidlaw's motorcycle that he released a few years ago. The Coast Glide, this is kind of a production model of the Coast Glide that Laidlaw's made, which I think is a great idea. I think that this motorcycle, some people might consider this a niche motorcycle. I see this appealing to a wide variety of people. Like I said, myself, I ride on a touring platform right now, but having the opportunity to ride on a smaller framed bike that could really get on the twisties but still provide that maximum wind protection, like I said, would be a great option. The third one that I don't have a picture of, which has been rumored a bunch of times, and I think it's worth mentioning in this group, is Harley's redesign of the touring frame, specifically geared towards the performance market, performance bagger market. I know some people think that's a bit of an oxymoron, but the performance bagger market, and this is supposed to have the Revolution Max motor in it. So with the frame redesign, the new tech from the Rev Max motor, and the reason why they need to redesign the frame, obviously, is the Rev Max motor is a part of the frame as opposed to being separate from the frame like the old designs. And Harley hasn't done a frame redesign on their touring models since 2014. That's not a ton of time away, but 2014 was the last major frame redesign. And with the Challenger doing their thing with the monoshock, BMW hitting the touring market, Honda doing a frame redesign. Now, these aren't necessarily performance baggers, but certainly the Challenger is. Harley's going to be going right after that Challenger market with this new performance bagger, which, like I said, is supposed to be, with the frame redesign, have a monoshock in the back. Inverted front forks I've heard as being rumored, and but yet still on the touring platform with hard bags, full fairing, that kind of stuff. So this, again, I don't have pictures of this one because this is kind of a rumored model, but one of the things that I'm really looking forward to. So there you go. There's your leaked photos from the 2022 Harley models, and we'll see if any of these actually make it into production and come to fruition. And that's all I have for you guys today. This is Kid Moto. I'm out. Hold on. I'm not out quite yet. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button over here, and I'll put another link to another video of mine up over here or over here. And now I'm out.